Oak, The Littlest Leaf Girl by Lucy Fleming. In the middle of the woods, a huge old oak tree stands strong. In the summer, its leaves dance and hum almost as if they have a secret to tell. Well, if you look closely, you might just spot a tiny little leaf girl. Her name is Oak. Oak is the littlest leaf girl on the tree. She has soft wings and branchlet bunches in her hair, and even though she's the smallest, she laughs the loudest and grins the widest, and everywhere she looks, she sees fun. Every day, Oak plays with her family and her friend Squirrel until the sun goes down. She drinks sweet dew from petal cups in the morning light, and she has toadstool tea parties with the bumbling bugs. One day, when the breeze began its daily song, there came a strange chill. Oak shivered. It felt colder, and the wind nipped at her toes. Times are changing. The slow season is almost here, Mama Oak said with a sigh. Soon it will be time to leave the tree, said Papa Oak. As night fell, Oak tried to sleep, but she had never left the tree before, and her thoughts wouldn't rest. I'm not ready to leave the tree I call home. I'm afraid of what's next out in the wild unknown. Some moon later, when the morning was frosty and the branches of the large oak tree were almost bare, the time had come for Oak's family to go. I don't want to leave the tree, Oak said. All leaves must nestle into their winter acorn homes, said her mother, hugging her, and then we can come back next spring, fresh and green. Spring? That seems so far away. Oak had noticed that her friends hadn't been around as much. Animals had burrowed into beds of leaves, insects had curled up inside their cozy cocoons, and when she'd gone to see her friend Squirrel, he'd yawned and said, it's time for the long winter sleep. I want to play hide and seek like we do every day, Oak said, but Squirrel was too tired to play any more. The trees were almost empty, and tiny flakes of snow drifted down from the sky. The greenery Oak was used to was nowhere to be seen. Still Oak stood strong. I will not leave the tree. Papa Oak knelt beside her. Just like the birds, we must know when it's time to leave the nest, to follow what will nourish us and allow us to grow. I trust you to go at your own pace and find the right moment to leap. So Oak stayed behind, clinging to the branch, even as rain pelted down and snow piled up high against the tree's trunk. Little Oak was the very, very last leaf left. Still she stood strong. I will not leave the tree. But the forest was quiet, empty, and cold. No insects to play with, no toadstool tea party. The wind whipped around her and her heart thrummed in her chest. She was lonely. Far down below, Oak could see the glowing acorn house on the forest floor. She knew then that it wasn't the branches, the sun, or the trees that had filled her days with happiness. It was her family. So she closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and floated gently down. I'm ready to leave the tree I've called home to step into what's next, the exciting unknown. Oak found herself swept into a warm leafy cuddle. Her parents held on to her tightly, and her heart and her toes quickly warmed up. Why is change so hard? She whispered. Because we don't always know what change will bring, said Mama Oak, and sometimes that means being brave, but it means new adventures too, even better ones. In the middle of the woods, a huge old oak tree stands strong. In the spring, its leaves burst into life, almost as if they have a secret to tell. And if you look closely at its branches or down at the forest floor, you might just find a happy little leaf girl, preparing for new adventure. The end.